Hey guys, it's Ep25 here, and welcome back to episode 25 of my Dortmund career mode. Now in today's episode we're going to be obviously getting through transfer deadline day. I don't think we'll make any new signings, to be honest, despite us having a decent amount of money left. We'll also be getting onto some matches as well. We've got a game against Stuttgart to play. I think first of all it's Borussia Mönchengladbach. We've got that match to play, and then I think it's PSV in the group stage of the Champions Cup, I believe. So there's a few games for us to get through. Hopefully we can get through maybe 3 in this episode. Before we get into things though, if we could go ahead and hit 50 likes on this episode, I would really appreciate it. Also, if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well. That would be absolutely fantastic. I'm going to try and hopefully hit 5,500 subscribers today if we can. I think we're about maybe 7 away last time I checked, so if you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. That would really be appreciated. It would make my day if we could try and hit 5,500 subscribers today. That would be absolutely fantastic. Let's crack on with today's episode. Like I said, we will be going through the transfer deadline day. I'll show you a couple of things though regarding how much money we've spent and how much money we've received as well. We've got a transfer offer in here though, 1 hour in, 9 hours left, and it's for Sewell from Barcelona, 30 million or just over. We will reject that one straight away, not looking to get rid of any players or sign any players on deadline day. If we take a quick look at how much we've spent and also how much we've got rid of as well, we've actually got rid of more than what we've spent. We've spent 96 million and we've actually got in 99 million. It's quite incredible the amount of money that we've managed to receive for some of our players here. So we have made a profit, kind of, even though I think I've definitely improved this squad. I've definitely brought in some really high quality players, but apparently I've actually gained 3 million from this transfer window, which is quite incredible considering the players obviously I've brought in. But the main amount of money came from selling Horn to Porto. As you can see on the top deals, it's third place, 48.5 million I got for Horn when he went to Porto. So I'm very happy with that. We obviously got in a couple of decent players as well. Donnarumma's now a number 1, so I'm really happy about that. And I've got another bid in for Sewell. We'll just reject all offers because he's looking like a really good young talented player now. Sewell, 21 years old, 83 overall. He could be a really, really good player by the end of the season. I also wanted to quickly say thank you so much for all your support on these videos recently. It has been quite incredible. I really do appreciate seeing all the likes, all the comments, all the views and that sort of thing. It's absolutely fantastic to see it so consistently throughout this whole series so far. We've got another bid in for a different centre-back, and this time it's Tar, and Leicester City want to pay 31 million for him. Again, not really interested in that. I think he's got some decent growth in him, to be honest, this season. I hope for him to be a similar sort of overall to Sewell by January, but the total spend has just gone rocketing through the roof. It's doubled, I'm pretty sure, recently. I'm pretty sure it was on 180 million, wasn't it? Not so long back, or my eyes might have been deceiving me, I'm not too sure. But Dybala's gone to Man United for 78 million. 78 million, that is an incredible amount. Chelsea have also signed a new centre-back as well. And yeah, that is absolutely incredible. 78 million for a 23-year-old, 87 rated. I know he's good, but that is a lot of money to pay for Dybala, and Man United have signed him. Incredible amount on transfer deadline day. As you can see there, Bayern Munich spending 87 million. I think they got him, was it 40 or 50 million from their players, which isn't too bad as well. But that is it for the summer transfer window. It is now closed until January, which we will hopefully make a couple of signings, I think, in January. We've got one player from Bayern Munich, that young left-back, which looks really good. Hopefully be signing him there. Training injury for Donnarumma, 7 days, pulled hamstring. I don't think that'll affect us for the next game, but I'm not too sure how long away it is, so we'll wait and see. But 7 days he is out for. We've obviously got another goalkeeper in that we signed recently that I can bring into the side if we need to. We're also an £85 million worth of profit as well. Quite incredible, I know. I don't really know how I managed to pull that one off, but we're certainly making some decent money. And as well as making decent money, we've actually got a very, very good team as well. But onto some player drills now. It's currently international break, so we're still missing a lot of players, so I'm going to have to change around the drills. I'll be back once I've done that. Okay, these are the 5 drills I'm going to go with for this week. I've just actually realised our new signing, Willem Reuter, I believe is how it's pronounced. He's gone to 75 overall. Just over the international break. It was currently 74, I think, when we signed him. He's now up to 75, which is great already, him going up. He's not too far off 76 as well. He's already like maybe a quarter of the way, a third of the way. This week, though, we've not had too much growth between the players, but that's fine, because it will eventually happen. Okay, player returns from injury. It's actually Weidenfeller, a different goalkeeper, returning, so maybe Donnarumma isn't quite ready. We'll wait and see if he's saying anything here. He's not quite. Derm's wanting more wages, and he wants to also start this next match as well. A lot of demands there from Derm, our left-back. We'll have a look at a quick scout report as well. I don't think there's any decent players, or not good enough players anyway, to sign them up. We've suddenly made some more profit as well. Now £90 million worth of profit. Okay, so we're going to give Durham a new contract. He's 79 overall now. We're going to give him 45 grand a week. I don't think I'll actually bother with the clean sheet bonus, but I'm going to go also important first team play. I think that's fair. He's probably our second left back, or starting left back maybe. Yeah, he definitely does deserve that. Game against Borussia Mönchengladbach now. It's at home. We will play this one. It's the second league game of the season. Obviously, to try and start the season off really well. Ayora's gone up to 85 overall now, so he's gone up as well. It's looking like a really, really strong team as this, and I'll sort it out now. Also, quick note, Weidenfeller's gone down to 75 now. Okay, this is the side I've gone with. It appears Donnarumma has recovered, but we just weren't notified from the emails, so that's good. He can start. Aurier will start as our right back. We've got Schul and Socrates as our centre backs. Durham as my left back as he asked to start. Rodel playing in front of them as the CDM role. We've got Thiago playing as centre mid. Goetze comes into the side of centre attacking mid. Dembele on the right hand side. Royce on the left with Emre Mor starting up front as opposed to Iheanacho, who's obviously better overall, but Emre Mor, he's got to get a bit of a game. He's a really good overall, so, you know, he's got to get more development, I think. 85 finishing as well. You can't argue with some of those key stats. Alright, he doesn't have great long passing and heading accuracy and free kick accuracy and that sort of thing, but the stats that count for a striker, he's incredible. So if we just get the other ones up a little bit, he should be a really high overall. So really happy with that. Very strong bench as well. Sadly, couldn't get Pulisic into the starting 11. Schürrle misses out completely. Weigl and Sanchez on there as my centre mid options, along with Castro. So this is going to be undoubtedly a very tough game, this one, on the second game of the season. But it's going to be an important one if we can win it. We need this 3 points. We are at home, and hopefully we can get the 3 points. Royce going to look for Emre Mor. Brilliant run from Emre Mor. Going to get the shot away, and it's 1-0. Emre Mor scores 10 minutes in. To be fair to him, he's done very well. I like my strikers usually to do a lot of hold-up play. Obviously, he's very small, so I would have thought that would be quite impossible, but he's actually done 2 really good bits of hold-up play already in the first 10 minutes, and he's got himself a goal as well. 1-0. Fantastic start from us. We've controlled the game early on as well. Good bit of build-up play here. Emre Mor's turned his man. He's going to get a shot away, and it's 2-0. He's unstoppable, Emre Mor. Brilliant strength this time to hold up the centre-back. He's turned, he's got the shot away. That's his 85 finishing for you. Looking really good here, Emre Mor. Fantastic start, 23 minutes in, and we're winning the game 2-0. Oh, good chance for them here. Oh, just past the post. Donnarumma managed to spread himself enough to cover most of the goal just before half-time here. They've certainly stepped it up a little bit. They're having a lot more possession than us. That's certainly something we need to improve on in the second half, I think. But for now, I'm happy with the 2-0 lead. We just need to keep the ball a little bit more, I'd say. Royce. Going to look inside here to Rode. Needs a turning opportunity. Going to pull it back. Oh, what a chance that would have been. Great bit of build-up play as well. That is it. Half-time 2-0. We really are playing some good football at times here. We're just maybe not doing quite as regularly as I'd hoped, but certainly we're playing very good stuff. It's 2-0 as well, so we've definitely taken our chances this time round as well. We've only had 2 shots, so really we have done very, very well. But when we get into the half, we just look so good. It's really unbelievable, but we do look very good. It's just need to keep hold of the ball, keep possession a little bit more. I mean, possession-wise, we have been pretty dreadful, so we need to really improve that. Okay, we're going to make all 3 changes now. There's about, I think it's 23 minutes left. We've got Weigl, Sanchez and Pulisic all coming on. That means we'll take off Goetze and Rode and Thiago as well. I was tempted to put Pulisic out on the left, put Royce as the centre attacking mid type position, but I've tried Pulisic on the left. I wasn't too impressed, so we'll go with him in that centre attacking mid position behind Emre Mor. Hopefully that'll work out a little bit better, but we'll wait and see. Weigl coming on here as well. Sanchez playing as the centre mid, just to kind of liven up the team a little bit more. We've actually done really well pressing wise, which is why some of our midfielders are quite tired. We've been pressing them really well. We're certainly looking much better on the ball this half. Oh, I thought I'd gone in. Just gone over the bar. There's a minute to go. Managed to just about keep hold of the clean sheet, I think. But a fantastic chance there on the, I think just inside the box actually. Nearly scrapes the top of the goal. Very close. Donnarumma, I think just about it covered in the end. Oh, good little switch was on here to Dembele. Banks of space to run into for Dembele. Gonna go for a third. Dembele scores it. We've been very clinical today. It's a shame Emre Mor couldn't get his hat-trick, but Dembele gets on the score sheet, given far too much space and time on that side of the pitch. Brilliant little switch. I think it might have actually been from Emre Mor, that little pass out wide. It could have been from him, not too sure. But the sweaty option I was hoping for, it just didn't quite come up. A fantastic finish nevertheless though from Dembele. And we've won the game 3-0. So that was pretty much the last kick of the game. We've won the match 3-0 now. Really happy with that. It's a shame it could have been rounded off with an Emery Moore hat-trick, but he started the game off so well. He didn't really disappear in the match too much either, which was quite good to see. He was very much involved throughout, which is very good considering he's a very small player. That's my only concern really with having him as a lone striker. He's quite a small player, but he certainly held it up very well. We only also had 3 shots in that game, you might have noticed as well. So to score 3 was maybe fluky, but for me that was just quite clinical, to be honest, in this case, because we certainly had a lot of the possession around their box at times. Durham was happy that he played in that last match, so he should be as well. We've got some player development to do. I think we'll go with the exact same 5 players. I'm quite happy with these lot at the moment. We'll continue to train them up for the next couple of weeks. So, what have we got here? Is anybody going to go up? Richter's gone up on his finishing and attacking position. Everyone else, though, pretty much stays the same. Certainly no changes in overall this week. We'll take a quick look at our Champions Cup group draw that we've got. We've got Atletico Madrid. We've also got PSV and Anderlecht all in our group. So, a difficult group in terms of Atletico Madrid. Certainly going for that top spot as well, I'd imagine. I think the other 2 teams, we should be able to beat them, really. So, it's certainly going to be, I think, between us and Atletico Madrid as well. For that top spot, so it's going to be very difficult, I think, between them 2, but I certainly think the other 2 teams we should get past in our games against them. I thought I'd do a scout report on this right back here, Tin Yedva, I think is how you pronounce his name. I've used him before in previous FIFAs, but I think this year is a slightly higher overall, so 77 at the moment, maybe one for the future that we look at. Durham accepts the new contract as well. Now let's crack on with the game against PSV. Another 5 million profit as well, you might have just seen that. Okay, so now on to the next game in the Champions Cup, the group stage match against PSV. This is the side I'm going to go with. Donnarumma again in goal, Aurier at right back. We've got Tau and Socrates making up our 2 centre-back positions. Guerrero as my left back, Weigl in front of them, Sanchez and Castro the other 2 midfielders. Royce on the left-hand side, Dembele on the right-hand side with Iheanacho up front. That leaves us with this bench. Brooks on there, Paslak as well, who might well come on at some point, possibly. We'll wait and see as the game goes on. Moreno on the bench as well. Thiago, Schürrle, Pulisic and Emery Moore also on there. Götze misses out completely, and we've got a couple of other players there missing out as well. Hope to get Richter in the side a little bit at some point. Obviously, Aubameyang's currently out injured, so we might need him at some stage on the bench to come off at obviously in one of the matches. So I'll wait and see on that one as the weeks go by. We've also got this game now. Let's crack on with it. Hopefully get ourselves the first 3 points of the Champions group stage. And here we go. Another home match for us. We need to obviously try and get our first 3 points of the Champions Cup season so far. We need to get this off to a good start because we want to try and retain the trophy. We are the current champions of the Champions Cup, for those who didn't see last season. So we are aiming to obviously try and retain it. More realistically, though, get into the semis and then into the final. But certainly we want to try and win it again if we can. Royce cutting inside earlier on. Going to go for the shot here, Royce. And was saved comfortably in the end. Sanchez onto Royce. Brilliant switch of play here. Royce is going to continue. Now play it back. Iheanacho onto Sanchez. I was looking for another shot. Iheanacho out to Royce again. We've been doing this a lot. We just need something from it this time. Into the back post. Oh, he gets ahead to it. It's a free header as well for Castro. He just puts it up in the air rather than at the goalkeeper. That is it. Half-time 0-0 at the moment. We've certainly had the better of the chances. We've played some good stuff. We've just lacked that final pass a little bit. And we've been a little bit unlucky at times as well. But I think we certainly do have an opportunity to go out and win this game. I think just a couple of people underperforming a little bit at the moment. But we do have some very good defenders, I think, for PSV. So that is one of the reasons why we haven't quite managed to score yet. Oh, what a pass. They've opened us up. Donnarumma, a fantastic save. Needs to be cleared again. PSV have started really quickly. And they could really have scored maybe 2 so far. And we're only maybe 5 or 6 minutes in. Okay, an early change here. We're going to take off Royce. And we're going to switch Dembele into the left-hand side. Emery Moore's going to play up front. With Castro remaining in midfield, Iheanacho on the right-hand side for now. I might swap Moore and Iheanacho round at some point if it doesn't quite work, but we're taking Royce off because he's starting to get quite tired. He's obviously played quite recently as well, and I initially wasn't even going to start him, but I did in the end. So he comes off after 60 minutes. We're hopefully going to have a bit more joy down the wings because I think they're playing, is it Jethro Williams at right back, I think, which I'm pretty sure is usually a left back, but he's playing right back, I'm pretty sure, today, and we are struggling against him. Looks like they've changed him to a left-back now, unless he was just on that side of the pitch before. But anyway, we've got a chance here. Dembele's going to cut it back. Castro to shoot, and it's 1-0. It's worked the tactical switch to move Dembele onto the left-hand side. It's given us a chance. We've opened them up, and Castro slots us into the top corner. The changes have been made as well here, and it has certainly worked to our benefit. 1-0, 64 minutes in. A fantastic run from Dembele on this left-hand side. He's been quite quiet most of the match. It's been mainly coming through Royce on the left-hand side. But this time it's Dembele's turn to show us what he can do. And we're winning the game 1-0. Oh, fantastic challenge. Dembele needed to get back up here, though. Still going here, Dembele. We can't really cross in, so we'll come back inside. Still going. Edge of the box to Castro again. Can he recreate it off the post this time? Nearly a mirror image of what we've just seen from him a couple of minutes ago. What a chance that was to double the lead with a very similar sort of shot. This time just hitting the post. And Moore plays it off. Oh, we've still got it. Castro going to switch it now to Iheanacho, who's got him behind. We've not seen much from him, but he's made it 2-0. And I think that might be his first touch of the ball since playing on the right-hand side, Iheanacho. We've really not seen much of him for the last 20 minutes. But he's scored here, slots it home on his left foot. Brilliant strike, 2-0. Maybe a little bit unfair on PSV. They probably should have scored, to be fair to them. They have been much better than I anticipated. I thought they were going to be a little worse than this. But they do have some incredible players in the team. But that is right in the top corner. You can't get any further in the top corner. Don't know what's happened with his left foot there, or his left leg, I should say. It's kind of gone into his right leg. Don't really know how realistic that is, but we'll take another look at that, I think, on the replay again. The classic left leg through your right leg technique. Yeah, the classic. Still going forward, though, at PSV. Donnarumma saves comfortably. Okay, final two changes. Moreno and Paslak will come on. Castro and Weigl will come off. And we've kind of changed it around a little bit. Paslak will play as the right mid. Iheanacho as the centre attacking mid. And we'll go with that for the remaining 5 minutes, if we could even get the subs on. Moreno on to Aurier. He's bombing forward. Not really seen much of him going forward, to be honest. He has been very defensive since joining. And doesn't quite manage to find that ball through to Iheanacho. But he wins it back, Iheanacho. Going to go for the shot. Hits the post. Now we can get the subs on. Paslak, first touch forwards. I don't think he's ever started for us before. Thought he was going to get injured there. That is it. That is the end of the game. We've won the match 2-0. Sadly, didn't really get much of a chance to Paslak. Maybe need to start him in this next game. I'm pretty sure we were going to be forced to do that anyway with Aurier playing this match. But yeah, good result there. 2-0. Got the 3 points. Our first 3 points of the Champions League group stages this season. And we're really happy with that. Certainly needed to try and beat PSV with a tough match at Atletico Madrid soon. So yeah, let's crack on with some more league games now. That might actually be it for this episode. Thinking about it, I'll just see now whether we'll be able to sim this next game or not. I don't really want to sim this match, so we're not going to play it. We'll just set up the team ready for the next game to play it in the next episode. So we'll probably change things around a little bit. I don't think there's any need to change around the goalkeeper, but we'll take a look at the stats, see what sort of stats they've both got compared to each other, and whether Velin-Reuter is going to be good enough to start this game or not. It's just its handling, really, which is a little bit iffy. The other stats aren't too bad. So I might well start him for this game. He's 6'1", 21 years old. Yeah, I think we'll go with him. And I'll quickly just talk you through the rest of my team as I make it. Paslak, as I said, will come into this side. We've gone with Sewell at the back, and we'll also have Brooks as well. He's not playing a little bit. Durham will come in at left back. In front of that, we'll have Rode. We need Moreno to start. We're going to have Goetze also starting as well. Although it is tempting to bring in Thiago at some point. He might come off the bench. And we'll go with, I think, Pulisic on the left-hand side. And we'll probably have to start Emre Moore, I think, in this game. So quite a strong team, I think, there. Schürrle's not played in a little bit. Pulisic hasn't played too much recently either. But they'll get a game next episode. Thiago will no doubt come on at some stage as well. We might well need Weigl on here as well, if we can fit him on. I don't think we can. So yeah, we'll go with that, I think, as my team. Richter was tempting to put on the bench here, but I don't think we can quite risk it. So that is everything for this episode. The team is ready for the next game as well against Stuttgart in the next episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If we could go ahead and hit 50 likes on this episode, I would really appreciate it. Also, if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well. That will be absolutely fantastic. Like I said at the start of the episode, we're trying to hit 5,500 subs if we can today. So if you could go ahead and be one of the new subscribers, I would really appreciate that. I think we're about 7 away last time I checked. So if you could, let me know in the comments below as well if you have just subscribed. I would be really appreciative of that. That is everything. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.